Hello, what up? Welcome to the stream. Look whose camera's working. How you guys doing? It's good to be back. Sorry, I remembered a shirt today. Oh well. What's up, Alistair? How you doing? Cecily, how you doing? Good afternoon. Wookie, what's up? Eddie, happy Pal Day to you. All right. Rush, what's going on? Miguel, good morning. Evan, what up? Simon, Trader Fath, what up? Dan, hola. Grizz, good morning. It is proof that this is the real Dan and not an imposter. Make sure it's not AI by counting my fingers. There's 4 or 6. AI can't do this. It's not good enough. It ain't there yet. I'm just looking for some demand zones here. These 50% retracements are like pretty great levels a lot of times. I'm going to turn into a trend line and 50% retracement trader only. See how that goes for me. You guys ready for FOMC day? Long last. Finally there. Crazy. Hope we go down. Let's see. Where's the comma there? 1,028,384 points because of FOMC. Is that all? Well, then I could finally get out of being underwater on my short I took months ago with 300 minis. I was down 26 million. That should put me in the green. Tired of VWAP open, tired of all-time highs. I am right there with you, man. I feel the same way. I'm kind of over this kind of price action. It's not very fun. All right, well, 4-hour demand down there. What else we got? Eddie says, should I hedge 20 Apex evals going into FOMC? Yeah, just use code Dan. I don't know. It's the hard part is the intraday trailing drawdown. So a lot of times with those news reactions, I've tried it. You know, I've tried those news plays with Apex, and I will still lose the account because of the trailing. I can't get out fast enough. I know some people do it all the time, but I just I haven't really been able to make that work for me. It is always tempting though, you know? It's always like, should I just try to get these passed real quick? You can't hedge on evals. Wait, yeah they do? Do they allow hedging on evals? I'm trying to remember if that's what I did. I thought it's been like a year since I've tried that. I don't know. But Eddie usually knows all the rules, so. Okay. Let's get Trade Evade open here. So yesterday, I didn't make any money, but I had some really great entries. And that's something I wanted to improve on. So, honestly, and then off stream, I took one more trade. It ended up being like the low of the day from that point on. And I got stopped out on this little liquidity run. It was a great entry. But I posted it in the Discord. It was a nice trendline break and consolidation above it. Went long and still got stopped out. It was pretty gnarly. So I ended up losing like 150 bucks yesterday, but it was still really, I think my trading was on point. Like each time I was very pleased with it. Just sometimes it's just not going to work out. So I'm not too upset. All right. Who else is in here? Who's lurking in chat? Hasn't said hi yet. What's up, Jim? How you doing? Rob the dog, what up? How you doing? Slee? What up, Slee? How you doing? Sandfax, hello. Bull, hi. What's up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are moving higher here. A little 15-minute supply zone overhead at 300s. 304, 305. Hey, Paul. How you doing, man? Been a while. Hope you're well. Excuse me. Zach, hello. Celestial Camel. Top 10 usernames in chat, probably. Sandfax, you once taught your landlord to day trade. Now we are both renting. I like it. Good dad joke there. It's like, could probably make one up about NFTs. I once told my boss what an NFT was, and now we're both unemployed. I don't know. There's something there. Let's workshop it, chat. Nice job, Dan. 600 on XFAs, 3 max profit on combines, and 1 combine pass, but waiting for the activation. You work fast. You're not messing around. Well done. See ya. See you tomorrow, man. So I'm just gonna take it easy. Need the right price action. Not a VWAP open, really. On FOMC day for me to want to get into a trade. So yesterday we had the VWAP open, and then we actually had some pretty, it was a little choppy, but pretty decent price action in my opinion. So let's see if that ends up being the case here as well. Excuse me. Back through VWAP on NAS. Look at this. Is ES frozen on my chart? Or is it really just holding value up there? I guess it's holding value. So pretty major divergence there on the two, between the two. Nice, Dan. Nice pre-market trading. Man, ES is like not budging too much here. NAS is dropping. What's up, Lupek? How you doing? Something wrong with my chart? Like, why ES is really not moving, huh? All right, well, which index is lying here? What do you guys think? Long NASDAQ, short ES? Which way? Which one's going to give up? NAS looks kind of heavy right now. I'm thinking ES finally gets the drop, personally. As long as you're long corn, it's all good. All right, well maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Nasdaq is going to get the pop off PDL, and ES is just going to push new highs here. Yo boy, what up? How you doing? Curious. Curious price action. Parshad, what up? How you doing? Good morning. Brian, I already rolled over. What? You must have not saved. I rolled over yesterday. Oh, man, that sucks. I appreciate you pointing that out. It's all right. I think it's all right. I'm not placing trades on this non-rolled over account. But that is annoying. Because I rolled over yesterday. Let's see if I can do it without messing up everything. I wonder why I didn't. Roll. Come on, Motowave. Do I have to replace the analyses? Roll. All right. Okay. What just happened? I think I froze my data somehow. I got disconnected. I don't know. The motorway is being weird. Well, NASDAQ just stacking red bars. Congrats on 300K. Thanks. I've been at 300K for, let's see, it's been about 15 months now. Just stalled out right there. Stop making this many long form videos, really. But it's funny because I get that comment, you know, like once every few weeks. It's funny because I've just been at 300K for so long. It's all good. Excuse me. Okay, so as NASDAQ continues to sink, ES really not participating in this. Next level I'm watching for is 466, but really, I think a push to overnight lows would be nice too. I haven't talked with them yet, Parshav. I don't like doing all these calls that companies want you to do all the time. It's like, it's never anything that enlightening usually. So I'm never like champing at the bit to go sign up for some call on my calendar. But I'll do it. All right, let me save this. All right, there's VWAP on ES. And NAS really heavy here, compared to ES. Harshov, I finally watched Thelma and Louise like last year for the first time. That was a great movie. You're gonna watch American Gangster today? I think I saw that movie in theaters. That's the Denzel one playing Frank Lucas, right? That was a good one. So I wouldn't mind seeing just a little pop on NASDAQ and then the overnight lows, but we might just melt to those overnight lows first because now ES is getting under VWAP. Potentially pick up now and ES can turn red the sesh. But yeah, I prefer this pop and maybe potential to short. Sounds good, Parsha. To be honest, I find 80s is weird. Like some of those movies are just so corny, in the 80s. So to be honest with you, I don't watch a lot of 80s movies. There's obviously some standouts, but man, 80s were just like prime corny. Cam you using for live stream? It's a Insta360 webcam. I don't remember the name of it. It's just Insta360's webcam. It's nice because it's got a little gimbal on it, so you can kind of like adjust the shot and move it all around. It's pretty cool. Oh, total 80 movies, not movies from the 80s. I thought you were saying it's a lot of 80s movies. That's when I skim chat. Sometimes I just misread things. I got you now. What's up, Evan? What'd you miss? Nothing, man. Well, there's that 50% retracement that I marked up on the chart and called out as next level. I still don't want to see overnight lows get hit here. Looks like we could do it. I think it would be nice if ES could participate in this down move here. ES is starting to go there. potential little fake to the downside there. Just a VWAP retest on ES there. I'm a little tempted to short this, but it is a nice little buy up off that 50% retracement. So with ES back up a VWAP, I feel a little less inclined to do so. But that is the pop that I was wondering if we were going to get. I have 2 instances of Motivate running. Maybe that's part of the problem I have with the rollover. That's weird. All right, there's VWAP on NAS, pushing through it. ES back at its highs. Came really close to that liquidity sweep on overnight lows. Turned around before we could get there. What's up, Ola? Good morning. You guys want to do a giveaway today? I think I have like some Apex codes if you guys want that. Let's see what I got. Yeah, I have a couple Apex codes left. All right, so NAS rejecting VWAP. But I consider multi-streaming on Twitch if your internet didn't cut out as much. Yeah, I think I'd do it either way. I have it pretty much set up. I just haven't really pulled the trigger on it yet. That's cool, Parsha. All right, so we'll do a giveaway later, but I'm trying to get the stream back up to where it was before I left, which is like, you know, a modest amount of people, 200 people. We have half that now. Let's get some up the engagement. We gotta freaking get some thumbs up on the stream. Let's go. Alrighty. Well, being patient is the move right now for me this morning. That 50% level I marked out, or pre-market, turns out very relevant. That's why I like marking those. I look at the higher time frames, you know, anywhere from like the daily down to like maybe I go all the way down to the 15-minute when I'm scalping for those 50% retracements. Anywhere there's like a really solid bullish or bearish bar, get half of that level. It's been very, very helpful a lot of times. Grizz, 4 trades, 3 losses, 1 win, down $20. That's some good risk management. So ES pushed higher, got new highs on day on ES. NAS hanging out around VWAP. Just like that, we cracked 100 viewers. We do have an Apex giveaway. Stick around, hit the thumbs up button, get some engagement going here. We'll do a giveaway. A little volatility there. Smushing price back under VWAP there. I think that's the right verb for what that was. Smushing. And if you think about it, when we do the giveaway, your odds of winning are actually not bad, considering the amount of people. Is the NQ range in for the AM session? Maybe. Just thinking we could beat back and forth. Oh, I hope not. Maybe. Squirrel, what's up? Trying to calm yourself down. You bought platinum based off supply and demand. Do not even trade that. I don't even look at platinum. But good luck on the trade. if this is in fact NASDAQ's morning range, we are chilling right in the middle of it. That is the dead middle of the range. That's funny. Tori from Wish. Oh, ouch, Parshav. Ouch. Now we could go for that overnight low sweep. VS can get back under VWAP. I think that's game on. Yeah, Hedge Monkey, I know, that's what everyone always says every time this song comes on. Well, is there any opportunity to get in there before it gets too close? I don't know. Dan, what TV shows did you grow up with? Well, I didn't grow up with cable TV, so I watched a lot of PBS, which is like, it was like Wishbone, Bill Nye the Science Guy, Kratz Creatures. It was like these after-school PBS shows. And yeah, we were big Simpsons fans. My parents liked The Simpsons, so we didn't really own very many DVDs, but they did buy Simpsons on DVDs. So yeah, and then in like high school, you know, I watched like 24 and I don't even remember. Lost, you know. Dan was around for the original Flintstones way before they started recording shows. Yeah. We didn't even have TV when I was growing up. It hadn't been invented for at least 20 years. All right, overnight lows. Just a few seconds away, it looks like. Darn, there they are. Great target. Kind of hard to get in on that one as we, again, middle of that range and popped above VWAP. And then, you know, it's not, to me, not really a tradable setup in my playbook. So nothing for me. I could have done that speculative short in the middle of the range, which it's very easy to get run over doing that. So I didn't really want to do that either. But that's a great target. Nice little sweep there. All right. Previous all-time high test there on ES. I love targeting overnights on moves. I think they make really good targets. Levels working out perfectly to the downside here. Just unable to find an entry, really. I wouldn't be surprised if we just bounce here, you know? We swept that level. Maybe we just goof off a little bit before Fed, you know? I wouldn't be surprised. Let's get some my world famous trend lines going. They've been pretty clutch lately. Excuse me. Still got a lingering cough. And some like sinus stuff going on, but I'll try not to be too annoying about it. If you're just joining, we'll do an Apex giveaway. Gotta hit the thumbs up button on the stream. Maybe I'll just give away, maybe I'll give away both of them. I got 2 codes left. I've had them all summer long. Giving away, I think 8 of the 10 of them. What else do we have below on NASDAQ? Let's see. Okay. Here's another good target down here. If we do get kind of a bearish trend going, what's that look like? 20 points or so. A little 20-point range here. Down in the 420s, down to 400. It's like a good target if we do get a flush. Trend lines are great, but have you checked out the Hearst cycles lately? Have not. Those things are crazy. You watch anime before? No, honestly, I never got into anime. Kind of want to long this, to be honest. What's my stop here? Risk is, right now it's about 26 points. Let's see if I can get better risk and see if ES can find some support. Then maybe there's a long. Just play this range here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Long NAS here. If we can get the pop, I'll take profit around PDL, VWAP, and this trend line here, that little section. This is Tradeify straight to funded. See the voice from Family Guy?
Say there, sonny. Come on down to my basement there, Chris. Got some popsicles in the freezer.
Something like that. A little rusty. All right, come on. Let's get that little pop. Pop, pop. Front running 500.
That's...
Freaked out for a time.
That's nice. That's real nice of you to say. Name's Herbert. What's your name, sonny?
We have fun. That'll get engagement going. Got 110-ish people. Only 30 thumbs up. If you guys want a giveaway, you know what to do. Well, I'm liking this less and less. Looks a little bear flaggy right now. I might be hopping out of this one a little early. You should set that as like a target. We hit it, you do a full stream of that voice. That'd be challenging. And honestly, it'd get annoying for you as well, I guarantee it. Do you have a brother? Yep. Yep. Got a handful of siblings. I'm cutting this trade. I'm taking off at break even. I'm just not liking it as much. What's an Apex giveaway? Apex is a funding firm. Apex Trader Funding, which helps mitigate some of the risk with trading futures. So, I have a whole series about the funded trading stuff, trying to become a funded trader. If you want to watch it, it kind of explains more of like what it is. I think it's exclamation point series in chat. Giveaway when? Evan, you don't want the giveaway. Yeah, there's a link if you want it. Yeah, to me, maybe it does hit my target on a quick pop. But honestly, to me, it's looking more like it's going to flush. So I hopped out for, paper cut there, $40. I think we are going to get the flush down to 420s. It's my downside target. So I may look for pop to short. You can win an account or a discount code. The code... It's a code that gives you 100% off any size account for the first month. So that's how that works. Yeah, just the first month. Yep. So if you don't pass, cancel it, so you don't get charged, because it is just it's a 1 month. I think all codes for all the firms work like that, as far as I know. Okay, so come on, mouse. Looking for a pop higher. If we do get the pop, I'm shorting. The ideal trade would be this, essentially. That's like the perfect trade, in my opinion. It may be end up being something like this, if I can get in even. What is your trading method? And can you do a video of how to set up a YouTube channel for your subscribers? What do you mean how to set up a YouTube channel? What do you mean by that? My trading method, I have many different setups I look for. They're all just based on price action. I look for liquidity sweeps. I look for trendline breaks even. I look for supply and demand. I look for VWAP or break and retests. Maybe we'll get the pop. What's your hot take on trading? Hot take on trading. I don't know. I don't think it's a hot take. Most people shouldn't do it. I don't know. I think that's common advice. I don't know what my hot take is. That technical analysis works. Maybe that's a hot. If you look on Reddit and stuff, everyone's always like, technical analysis doesn't work. You see it working all the time. Nothing's foolproof, but that's what makes trading challenging. Is same setup can work one day and not work the next. But it's like, you know, it does. There is an element that goes beyond the technicals. Just like in poker, you can win a hand in the same table seat position and with the same hand, and you can win one day and lose the next, and you played it perfectly correct and still lose. So if you could go back, would you choose to never start trading to begin with? No, definitely not. I love trading. Honestly, I don't know what I would be doing if I wasn't into trading. I don't know. I don't know what my focus would be. Yeah, it works if you know how to use it with other confluences, right? How long you been trading? This is my 5th year. I started 2020. A lot of people. Before trading, I mean, my wife and I, we run a YouTube channel for photography. That was our, we still do it, but that was our main job. And then I was looking to start a second channel, and pandemic hit, and I was like, well, that's a great time to do internet money videos. Like, everyone's at home looking to make money. Trading taints your view on money. Yeah, no job will ever be enough money after you've made money in the markets. That's so true. Yeah, that's like, I've looked at Indeed, or I've looked at a job board somewhat recently, and I looked at the how much they're paying. I'm just like, really? For a year, dude? Really? All right, that might be the pop there. That might be the pop. Nice drop there on ES. hitting, what level is that on ES? I can't even read it. PDL, that was PDL there. Well, I would love to find an entry. Struggle on being consistent? Yeah, I do as well. It's hard. You start to get in a groove and then all of a sudden you have a couple bad days and ruin it. It's just like, for me, it's these like last remaining bad habits that I gotta nix. Why is there so little volume during rollover? Well, I think right now it's just FOMC, dead before the Fed, you know? It's a saying. I think that has more to do with it than rollover. But rollover, you know, the volume is split between the old contract and the new contract, and the new one has more volume, I believe, but still decent volume on the U's. Chat, while you wait for your next setup or while you wait for your take profit to hit, come on over to the stream, hit the thumbs up button. There's probably 100 of you in here that haven't hit it yet. Imagine if like 90% of the people here like the stream. That would set some sort of record. It's usually nowhere near the case. Let's break some records, chat. Or old Herbert's going to come out to play. What do you do if you're waiting for your stop loss to hit? Yeah, fair enough. Grizz, you unliked it and liked it 100 times. Hopefully it tricks the algos. That should do it. You're going to get a checkbox to prove that you're human in a second. Well, we aren't just consolidating here at the lows. We're not just flushing down to my levels. So, makes me feel better about not being in on this. Jimbo, you done for the day? Nice. What'd you do? Trading this stuff? If we can't make any headway lower, the pop long seems more tradable. Yeah, how did you find a trade in this mess? Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Jimbo. Were you just short ES like a while ago and it finally ticked to your target, or trading something completely different? Sorry, I keep coughing. What's gold? Gold's on Z probably. We're trading gold? Short on NAS? Okay. Well, GG's. Are you redoing the challenge you're posting about on YouTube last week? Yeah. Trying to take it slower. Way slower. Kind of off to a somewhat lackluster start. I have contracts for 5 points. So tempting. It's so tempting. All right, chat. Let's get to 60 likes. I'll run the first giveaway. We'll do two giveaways today. To enter the giveaway, you're just going to have to type something into chat, and I'll tell you about it. It's really easy. And then you just message me on Discord, and I send you the code. New lows on NASDAQ finally. If you're looking for a target, check out the 420s down to 400. I think that's a good area to look for. if we get that continuation. All right, we got 60 likes. We'll get the giveaway going as promised. All right, type !Dan in chat to be entered. Just type that in once, and you'll get notified by Streamlabs that you've been entered in the raffle. You have 5 minutes to do it. !Dan. Which, by the way, is a code that will give you a discount at most of the prop firms. How convenient. Help support the channel. And if you're a member, I don't know if I have any members in here right now, but you do get a boost in the raffle that I think it 2x's your odds of winning. I've never done that before, but if you are a member, you deserve a boost. I've not worked on any tunes lately. No, I've been busy working on another project. Taking up all my free time. So far, only 30 people are in. You have pretty good odds compared to some of those more popular streams. There's thousands of people in there. You got pretty good odds here. That's what I like about it. What other project? I'll let you know about it before long. Should be done soon. I like watching Dan because he responds to my comments. You knew that would get me to respond, didn't you? Yeah. There's that one guy you'd always ask a question of, and he would never answer you. I try to answer every question, especially when we only have, when we have fewer than 300 people in here. It's not hard usually to keep up. What's my sentiment for the announcement today? I mean, I don't know. I think it should be a sell the news event in my opinion, but what do I know? How's your fantasy going? If you're talking about fantasy football, it's going very well. I'm first in my league. 2-0, baby. I had the highest scoring team this past week. So it's going very well. My guys went off 25 basis points. My guys went off this past week. No, I don't trade FOMC. I'm not even going to look at it really. Maybe I'll have a chart up, but I'm not going to have any trading program open. Maybe I'll have TradingView open, but not Trade not anywhere where I have a brokerage or, you know, a prop firm. Because I would probably, talk myself into a trade. And I don't want to do that. Goes against everything I stand for, man. All right, this is a good little retest area. There's overnight lows, you know, offered some support earlier. What was your base when you started trading? Were you working and trading for some time? Well, I've been self-employed for, this is my 8th year being self-employed. So I was in a fortunate position where, you know, I'm my own boss. Well, Rachel's the boss. You get the idea. You know, I can take time to trade in the morning if I want to. So that's like kind of a unique position. Most people aren't able to be in the position where they can do that. So I really try to take advantage of it. Is this giveaway still going? Kind of forgot about it. It's closed. The giveaway's closed. I'll open it back up real quick. If you did not get in, now's your chance. There's only 35 entries, so you have very good odds. So small procs, I don't think you got in. Yo-Yo Boy, I don't think you got in. So type !Dana in again one more time so you can get your ticket. Tom, you're already in. If you already entered, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna close it in like 10 seconds. Okay. And don't worry, we'll run another one too before I head out for the day. So, okay, I'm gonna close it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Cool. We got 46 people. Just 1 second. How's your trading year been going? Honestly, a little disappointing with features. A little disappointing. I had higher hopes for myself. It's still, you know, it's only September. I mean, there's still time to make stuff happen. But yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more the payout realm from these firms. All right, my mouse keeps dying. I'm gonna go ahead and find the winner. Ready? Drum roll, please. Corkscrewer. All right. New to the chat, corkscrewer. Man, I can't even say that. Corkscrewer. So what you need to do, you need to join the Discord and then DM me, and don't leave this chat until we get it confirmed. So, Corkscrewer, you do that. And then again, I have one more code after this, so we'll do that later, and you'll have another chance to win. Thanks for playing. Coming into my target, getting close, getting close. Can we melt into the 400s to 420s? Trying to miss the first giveaway, we'll do one more within an hour. Nice job, Camel. Corkscrew, I still haven't heard from you, so just, you know, if you're still here, which I hope you are, you're gonna send me a DM. You're looking for a reversal here? Not yet. Well, I just want us to hit, if we can hit like 420s, then maybe. But, you know, 15 minutes looking pretty bearish. I try not to go against that too much. For reversals, sometimes to be early on a reversal, you got it, but 30 minutes nice and red. All right, if I don't hear from the Corkscrewer in like 5 minutes, I'm gonna pick another winner. Corkscrewer, if you're in chat, respond so we know that you're gonna claim your prize. Let us know. Are the winners chosen? I just use Streamlabs. I picked it on the screen. You know, I just click pick winner, and then it picks someone from the entries. All right. Well, clock's running for Corkscrewer. You guys want another trend line on this chart? I bet you do. Little trend line lovers. All right. All right, Corkscrew's got another 2 minutes. I'm gonna pick another winner. Grizz says Tori Trades talks about you on her latest videos, Dan. She said she's happy she's inspiring other YouTubers to follow her footsteps. Yeah. Okay. Well, I haven't heard from Corkscrew, so he's gonna forfeit his prize. And we're gonna pick another one. So, pretty cool for everyone who's still here. Nah, Grizz is joking. It'll be from the same pool. You don't have to enter again. Okay. We'll pick another winner. I'm gonna X out Corkscrew here. Sorry, Corkscrew. Pick a winner. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Anthony. I don't even know that name. Well, Anthony, if you're still here, let me know in chat. You won an Apex account of any size for the first month. And again, if you're new to joining the stream, we'll do another giveaway in, I don't know, half hour or something like that. Is Anthony still here? Anthony Giramonte. We'll give you 5 minutes as well. Yeah, showing who the real fans are. Yeah, you know, some people just want their free shit, and then they get on out of here. Dan, can you give away SPX 0DTs? Thanks. Yeah. That'd be hilarious if I like gave away a contract and then chat gets to decide when we sell the contract. That'd be so funny. Looks like I hit my zone here to the tick. Look at that. Where else do you get such beautiful Crayolas? You know? I got the most accurate Crayolas in the game. Okay? ICT who? Pfft. Never heard of her. Alright? You don't get better Crayolas than this. Rejected. Overnight low retest. On down to my target. Anthony, you are here. But go ahead and pick someone else. Are you sure, Anthony? It's mighty kind of you to give away your prize. Not a big fan of Apex? Okay, fair enough. All right. Yeah, you don't execute. Yeah, that was actually the only like the only entry I really liked lately was that retest of overnight lows. That's pretty clean. That's really nice of you, Anthony. All right. We'll pick another one. All right. Here we go. Drum roll. Oh my gosh, not corkscrew again. Sorry, I'm removing that. What is this chat? I mean, this giveaway is rigged. No way. Let's do another one. Eddie. All right. Our boy Eddie. Eddie, we're already DMing on Discord anyway, so I'll send you the code there. And then we'll run this again later, okay? So congrats, Eddie. Cool, cool. Get him out of here. You just got corkscrewed. All right. Melting into the 420s. Beautiful. Pretty, I mean, it was slow and ES is being really gross, but not the worst melt there on NAS. I mean, it's not so hard to catch. I wish I would have just gone ahead and shorted those overnight low retests. That's all right. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Maybe we can get a bounce here, you know. If ES is finding support at this level, which it seems to be, and ES ran to its target, I don't hate the idea of a long. It is sketchy, considering the, you know, even the 15-minute, 30-minute time frame. It's pretty red. But I imagine there's 20 points to scalp out of that, so could probably have a 1 to 2 risk reward and a decent probability of hitting. What accounts are you trading these days? Doing a Tradeify straight to funded, Lightning funded. It's called now 150k Lightning funded. That's what this guy is right here. I mean, I kind of want to up the pace just because it's, you know, it's been like a week and I'm up 774 bucks. I got to make what 9,000. So I'm getting a little antsy with it, but price action's been a little dull lately. So maybe after this week, we can get some not all-time high floaty price action. There is an app for Tradeivate, but I just use the web browser. What's up, Botan? How you doing? Did TBM finish this stream? Because you guys missed an Apex giveaway, and we'll do one more before the day is over. You think I should just stay at one mini, Grizz? Is that what you're saying? The two minis, I will say, it got... I mean, when you're right, obviously, the size is really nice. Like, you get to $1,000 before you know it. Yeah. But when you're wrong, when you're wrong and you're trading two minis, you can be down like $1,500 in the blink of an eye. It's wild. Richard says, how do you backtest your strategies? Where can you get futures data history? You know, I'm working on a backtesting platform. I've had to put it on a little bit of a pause for the time being, but still want to make that happen. Make it a future-centric backtesting platform. The data, there's different data providers. There's FX Replay is the current most popular option. You could also use TradingView's bar replay. There's the market replay on MotiveWave replay mode. That's pretty good. Yeah, too many blows fast, and it's not the PA for that right now. Yeah, I agree. It's not the PA for that. What are you looking for to get long? I mean, this was more of a short side target than it is a reversal spot. I will stand by what I said earlier that, you know, if ES is kind of holding support here and at 66.60, once NASDAQ can stop melting, yeah, it could be a good reversal. I don't love how bearish, you know, the 15 and 30 minute charts are, but it does feel like a bit of a pop higher is reasonable. A little relief bounce of sorts. Please do ducky raise in the next giveaway. I don't even know how to do that. What's the site called? duckyraise.com. Yeah, FX Replay's got its problems, and that's why I started creating a different platform. Like, at this point, it's been almost 2 years ago. But it's hard. I had tick data, and then TradingView kind of screwed us over. Yeah, anyway, it's a process. Do you need a developer? I have one, but I mean, if there's another, doesn't hurt to get more brains on it. Yeah, there's definitely a market for that. I know. Whenever I get a lot of ideas of like how things could be better. I wish I was a developer. I'm not, so I just have like ideas, and then I need to find the right people to execute them. And developer we do have, he's solid, he's good, but you know, it's just one person, and I have to, you know, he's not a trader, so I gotta kind of introduce him to all the trader terminology and everything. TradeZella, yeah, TradeZella also has back testing, yeah. I haven't really spent too much time with it. Man, if I was like good at coding, I would be unstoppable. I got so many ideas. So that's why I like, honestly, like the AI with like ChatGPT and other platforms does help people like me bridge that gap. Yeah. Yeah, I've been coding this whole website with V0, which is really helpful. Getting rich with morals is too slow. I'm about to switch to the dark side. Honestly, man, it's trying to... There's so many ways to make money in this trading world unethically, and I've watched people do it through the years, and I'm like, it would have been so easy for me to do any of that shit. But I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in being more of a positive force and making less money. It's more important to me. So many, you know how many rich, miserable people there are? What does that tell you? It tells you money ain't it. Obviously, if you can't afford your basic essentials, that's gonna really, money is gonna be it. But at a certain point, money ain't it anymore. Okay. Nice bounce here. I think we forgot your little rug pull with Inskeep coin. Where's Joel? Joel was the one that was always talking about Inskeep coin. All right. I got more Apex codes to give away in the future. So, that's awesome. Stick around the stream. We will be doing some more giveaways. I think Patrick Wheelan's miserable. Yeah, maybe, you know. I don't know. I'm not going to judge, but, you know. There's plenty of miserable rich people. That's all I'll say. Plenty. Oh, too many. Don't like Apex. Well, you know, I could try to get some codes from My Funded Features. I'll hit them up right now. Just trying to, you know, get what the people want here. Kind of like this long, pretty speculative. Again, a lot of bearish price action we're fighting against here. Let's see, risk is right now about 17 points. Are you no longer using the BPM tracker? I just need to replace the battery, and it's one of those weird flat batteries, so I gotta do that. I keep forgetting. Streamlabs is a hater, isn't? Aren't they? Isn't it? It's I think. Very tempted, honestly. Is it 15 points of risk right now? Someone talk me out of this long hair. Obviously, 5 minute even doesn't look so great. Got some wicks. Let's check ES. ES looks better. ES looks very range bound. So a bounce there seems a lot more plausible. Wait out till rates. Well, I'm not going to trade the rest of the day. I'm only going to trade for the next half hour or so, probably. Trent, you could try to talk me into this trade. Kevin, you're short, so the market should pump. Risk is getting better and better the longer I wait. What do you know? Maybe I can enter even lower. Right now, 15 points of risk. And get another 10-point move down, and then boomer in, says Trend. Maybe. This is kind of like the last long I took off stream yesterday. It was like a bull flag above a trend line break, and we had a little liquidity sweep first that stopped me out. So, could see something like that here. But right now it's looking kind of interesting. I don't know. It's a small wick. Might count for something. Most boring grind ever. Yeah, this is pretty dull. I wonder if the safer long is that of ES. Going long ES might be a better move. Risk on ES is right now about 3 points. It's $150, so I could trade 2 contracts. It'd be similar risk to that of NASDAQ. ES obviously has some relative strength. So maybe it's an ES trade. I will say often when I do trade ES, I still often regret it. And I'm like, why I should just take it on NAS. Pre-FOMC, guys, it's not going to be fireworks before that. Yeah, probably not. Dead before the Fed. And that volume profile is so ugly. Just visually. How come you regret trading ES instead of NAS? It's just a lot of times that the move I want ends up being better on NAS, even if even if it's a long and ES has relative strength. A lot of times I'm just like, well, NAS is actually, I'm just, I'm more comfortable with it at this point, more familiar with it. All right, I'm glad I was patient here. New lows on NAS. All right, Nelly, catch you later. Ticked new lows on ES as well. Well, you know what would liven this place up a little bit, don't you? That's right. Another giveaway. Here we go. I'm bored, so we're doing a giveaway. Apex eval any size for the first month. Exclamation point Dan. Go ahead and enter. Trading like Rue, yeah. GeoGuessr, yeah. Well, I'm trying to build the viewership, and every time I play a geography game, it loses half the viewership. So, as much as I enjoy doing it, it seems to be not what people want to watch when they're trying to watch a trading stream, which makes sense. It's fine. I understand. Get on in there. Giveaway is live. Chat, exclamation point Dan, be entered to the giveaway. You have good odds. I usually close that completely, Jumbo. My RR is usually 1 to 2 is usually a good baseline for what I go for. Sometimes it's a 1-to-1 if probability seems higher. If it's a higher probability trade, a 1-to-1's fine. I like your stream. Talk less, do more. Talk less, do more. Oh, just keep streaming daily to build it. I streamed daily for like a year and a half. But then if you take a break, people go and find other streams to entertain themselves, and they might not come back. But there's not a whole lot to do right now, especially on this kind of price action, So nothing wrong with chatting it up while try to stay out of making unforced errors in this kind of price action. I do still kind of like the idea of a pop long for about 20 points. We got 40 people in the raffle. 41 now. 42. About another minute left to get on in. There we go. I like the pop higher a lot more now. Risk is a little high for this type of trade. About 20 points. ES is about 4 points. Either way, it's about $400 of risk. Botan, the tickets are for giveaway for an Apex account of any size. Where's Trent? Trent said we're gonna move 10 points lower, right? 10 points lower than the bounce. Just about, what was that, like 8.25 points lower? Maybe now we get the pop. Let's see. Oh, don't worry, Botan. I'll let you in into the raffle here. If I can find the right window. There it is. Go ahead and enter again. I resumed entries. Keep it open for another like 30 seconds. So if you didn't get in yet, now's your last chance. Kyle Trades, there's a member. Kyle Trades, you should get I think it's a 2x probability boost for being a member in this raffle. So you have a better chance than everyone else. All right, let's see if we can get the 20-point pop here, at least. Okay. All right, I'll close entries. And let's pick a winner. Drum roll. Meanwhile, the market's bouncing beautifully. Rush B. Congrats, Rush. DM me on Discord and I'll send you the code. Honestly, I kind of want to give away one more. Should we pick another winner? I kind of want to. Oh, he said double it and give it to the next person. Rush. Okay, fine. I will double it and give it to the next person. So by that, I mean, I'm going to pick another winner. If you are certain you don't want it, you don't need to enter again. I'll just pick from the same pool. Just waiting on Rush to confirm he really doesn't want it. Not Apex. All right, fair enough. Let's pick another winner. Tren. All right, Tren. And let's pick one more. Gagan. Gagan Singh and Tren, you have both won Apex accounts. Join the Discord, DM me, and I will send you the code. Yeah, the activation fees are steep. So Tren, if you're still in the chat, let me know. Same Gagan, if you're in chat, let me know. Otherwise, we'll pick new winners. So you got about 5 minutes to respond, so I know that you're still here. Oh, there you go, Tren. About to get set up on the Discord. It just takes a second. Yeah, that was a good move there. This is roughly where I would look to take profit. How'd I grab that? Well, I'm a little bummed I didn't grab the long. I'll give you a fresh link. How about that? I'll give you a fresh one here. It should work fine. If you don't want to join the Discord, Tren, you can email me and then stay on the chat so you can confirm. Make sure, you know. I mean, this chat's pretty honest, but we'll just verify your email before. If you want to do that way instead, that's fine. You trade on Tradeify. Yeah, that's what this account is over on Tradeivate that I've been trading. This account is Tradeify Lightning funded, 150K. See, so if I took this trade on ES, I would have been bummed, right? I think the entry was around 61s or so, and then I would have gotten to 4 points. I just rather trade Nasdaq. Look, it's much cleaner move, faster. You know, enter around the 20s, and then pretty quick 20 points there. It's just easier. My 2 winners, let me know when you messaged me. I see Tren. Tren, do me a favor, just verify your Discord name in chat if you don't mind. So I know I'm sending the code to the right person. Gotcha, Gagan. Trying, if you're still in chat, just verify your Discord name, please, so I don't send it to the wrong person. We have a little break of this trend line from earlier, but I realized there's only 2 points on that trend line, so not really a verified trend line. But we do have a break of this structure here. Yeah, okay, I got you, Tren. Okay, I'll send you the code in a second here. Okay, Gagan, I sent you your code. And then Tren. Here's your code. Trade well. See if you can get it to a payout. That'd be awesome, right? Would be awesome. Tori says at least 3 touch points. Yeah, she and everyone else. Yeah, no problem. Okay, cool. Where'd you learn order flow from? Carmine Rosado is an order flow master, I would say. He's very good. Oh man. Sorry, Evan's DMing me, making me giggle on stream. How are the stats looking like for the month? I don't know. Where are we in the month? To me, stats don't... When you're trading like the prop firms, if you're not getting payouts, like stats are just like, you know, not irrelevant, but close to it. So I had some like really nice... My win rate increased. But then I had a few tilty days that thwarted me from my tradeify journey. So, I was 2/3 of the way to payout and kind of goofed up. You say you're discretionary or systematic? I'm discretionary. Evan, you're sad. Your win rate has been sitting at 69% for months now. It finally dropped to 68% and you're not happy. I think it'd be funnier if it went up to 70% and you're not happy. Because you wanted it for the memes, you know? All right, so it was good for a 20-point pop or so. Back down to the lows. Hey, you really fucked up that joke, Evan. Come on. Funny how your trend line is just under that little range and yours is just above. A little difference in short or long bias that could make if you decide at that point. Yeah, I mean, that's why I think trend lines, they're good, but you got to have other things you're looking at other than trend lines. So, these are off the 1 minute here, off the swing highs on the way down. That's just 2 points. This one's, go ahead, can be deleted, right? So, I mean, it kind of, you could say it kind of, you could connect it to this wick if you wanted. And then it's above that swing. So that's probably what the difference is there. Tran, I should have hopped in with you. You're right. I was too busy giving away Apex accounts. What was I thinking? What's your biggest strength and weakness in trading? My biggest strength. I don't know. I might not even be aware of my biggest strength. I might think it's a biggest strength, and chat could be like, well, I don't know. I watch you all the time. Sometimes, when there's a group of people watching, they pick up things that even I don't pick up, right? Sometimes they know my trading better than I know it. My biggest weakness is probably oversizing. Tilting, some form of tilting. I am usually pretty calm. Sometimes I do get, like I said, tilted. Usually one of the biggest things that will tilt me is if I'm in a position that I feel really good about and it turns around before my target's hit and I take a break even stop. Like, let's say I'm up like $1,500 and then I get stopped out for like $200 profit. That sometimes will just really enrage me, it'll just really throw me off. I'm like, because I'm mad at myself for not taking the profit, and then 2, I'm mad that I just didn't hit my take profit to begin with. Usual position size is just 1 mini. But the last trade, if I run through, I did 2 minis, and that was good till it wasn't. I think you work too hard and care too much. Yeah, that is my biggest weakness. For sure. Too hard of a worker. So, potential double bottom or melt lower. Let's check in with ES here. ES, okay, ES did put in new lows there. Broke its support. Let's see if NAS can get that that move to new lows. Maybe a sweep under 400. Watching to see if ES just rejects this previous support level or if it reclaims it. So far, it's a rejection. You literally wrote down no bounce play for today, and then you took a loss. It's tough. Tough not to take your own advice. Whoops, I do not want that. I got 4-hour demand down in the 370s, so if we do get that 400 break, that's my next target. ES looks good for the move lower. I have, is this still valid? Let me double check this demand zone on ES, because ES has not yet swept its overnight lows, so that's something to watch for. It's possible that causes a reaction on NAS as well that you might not be expecting. Yeah, okay, that's valid. It's actually right there. Who's providing your level 2 data on these Rhythmic accounts? This is Apex. I mean, I don't pay for level 2. Like, I don't pay extra. But I mean, it looks like level 2 to me, so I don't know. Okay, so if we do continue lower, watch daily demand and overnight lows on ES, which is 53, 54 area, I would say. Watch that area. If we get down there, could be a good spot to sweep and then bounce from. Meanwhile, NAS still holding these lows for the time being, but yeah, could continue to melt. All right. Well, you know, it's 10:30. It's Fed day, big day ahead. I think it's smart to avoid taking any unforced errors here. One trade, took it off for a small paper cut, not a big deal. Pretty much a nothing day. And I think that's fine. One thing I want to improve on is, again, taking fewer trades on low quality price action days. If I do that, my P&L drastically spikes up. So I think I'm going to head out here. Thanks everyone for joining today. We'll do some more giveaways going into the end of the week here. Hope you have a good rest of your day. If you're trading FOMC, please be careful. I would say don't do it, but obviously do whatever you want. But it could be very treacherous, speaking from experience. But have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow for a Thursday stream. Later.